Today we are reading Dream Bubble Notes, records made by a broker regarding the contents of dream bubbles they have previously collected and then sold to Dr. Edward. Just like always, I am on the way to the moment of daybreak to look for new, never-before-seen dreamscapes to restore and see if they pique Dr. Edward's interest. The moment of daybreak has never let me down, so I have absolute confidence that I won't return empty-handed. People here are as busy as they say. They walk with their heads down all the time. The idea of looking up at the skies never once occurred to them. But that's also why their dreams are the most enchanting. And rightly so, because it's only when one is narrating something they don't understand through words and imagery that they're the most romantic. Then again, I haven't even reached my destination, yet I've already had a fair number of interesting discoveries. I had a customer that boarded the Radiant Feldspar from Blue Hour, and she sold me a dream bubble about pirates. And there she was a pirate with a tragic past who embarked on adventure after adventure on the Seven Seas. Obviously, a theme like that has become painfully trite today, but what's fascinating here is the protagonist's background. Unlike Minnie, she doesn't have a line of destiny on her palm. This led her to carve out a destiny for herself, with her blade after she grew up. This is what prompted me to buy the dream bubble from her. I'll need to polish it a bit before I head to Dr. Edwards though. It's missing some emotional story elements, so it probably won't appeal much to youngsters. Oh right, I also met a weirdo and self-professed director while I was on the ship. While he seemed like he had more than a few screws loose in the head, the dreams he sold me were certainly worthy of collection. Dream number 1. In this dream bubble, the protagonist carries around with him a huge conch of unknown origin all the time, filled with a substance known as water of beginnings. No matter how harsh the environment, a single drop is always enough to birth life on an entire planet. Seemingly on some sort of sacred mission, he is constantly on the move, spreading seeds of life to every corner of the universe. Every so often, to refill his conch, he returns to the source of the water of beginnings, a place that looks like a gigantic waterfall flowing toward a bottomless abyss. When he sold me the dream bubble, he said, "You'll fall in love with flowing water because of this." Dream number 2. In this dream bubble, the protagonist spends long years watching over a wondrous bird cage. Every now and then, birds appear out of thin air in the cage, and all the protagonist needs to do is inquire as to their destinations. Only then can they open the cage and let the birds fly free into the sky. Their destinations are a disorderly mix of places so incredible that one can hardly believe what they're hearing. In a particular case, before taking flight, one of the birds even claimed they would fly into the fiery flames at the birth of the world. When he sold me the dream bubble, he said, "You'll fall in love with the skies because of this." Dream number 3. In this dream bubble, the protagonist strolls along fields stretching far beyond what the eye can see, picking flower after flower along the way. Yet unlike your ordinary flowers, these blooms are not only nothing like what you've ever seen, but also nothing like what you think you'll ever see. Rumor has it that the self-professed director made the executive decision to rouse the dreamer, as he feared they would inadvertently learn of the universe's secrets at the end of the fields. When he sold me the dream bubble, he said, "You'll fall in love with the land because of this." As for the last dream bubble from him, it was sealed tightly with utmost care, making it impossible for prying eyes to even glimpse the content within without some painstaking efforts. I'm still undecided whether I should open it, after all. When he sold me the dream bubble, he said, "Never open this. You must learn to love the unknown."